Hello, welcome back. I am Tanya from Tanya's Witchy Kitchen, and how are you doing today? We're going to talk a little bit about a topic that seems to be a hot point depending on where you're at, right? Okay, it's not a hot point. It's an important point. How much time do you spend in front of a screen? How much time do you spend in front of a screen that isn't work-related? Yeah, how much time do your kids spend in front of a screen? Usually not work-related or school-related. I see, as a kid growing up without those devices, I was never bored. I was never a bored child. I'm never a bored adult either. But so my kids growing up, they had to be in junior high, 8th grade before they got a phone. And we deviated a little bit on that with the boys, pretty sure, just because, riding the bus and all this stuff, it was just convenient, and but they were still had to be in junior high before they got a phone. And those phones were different. They could text, but they weren't really on the screen looking stuff up, and all that stuff. But, these little kids can run a phone. My grandchildren, if they get a hold of a phone, they know exactly what to do and where to go to find what they want. There's just no stopping them, and they're so smart with technology. But the problem is, and I agree, too much screen time is not good. And there's so many bad things associated with it besides just screen time. There's also, what are they watching? What are they looking up? The YouTube, not the YouTube shorts, but the Facebook, what do they call them? Reels. Those things drive me nuts because my boys will sit on them and it's, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. And they've actually proven that watching that decreases your patience. So you won't watch a 3-minute commercial, but you'll watch a 1 minute, 2 minute reel. But some kids don't even know how to play in the dirt. I'm sorry, when's the last time your child came in head to toe full of mud? But, seriously, consider this. When was the last time your child was head to toe mud ball? My kids used to do it every summer. Yeah. Don't drink the water, though. But yeah, it's a huge topic. It's a huge topic. And why am I talking about that? Because we are doing the number 4 of the Gen Zen fragrance oils. Yes, number 4. And 3 things. Be kind, be forgiving, and be you. And let's go check out number 4, which is Digital Detox. Okay, and to our soap. This one is Digital Detox. And I think, if I believe correctly, this is the only one I actually split up and do in 3 separate sections because I really absolutely needed the layers to be very firm and very set up. And at this point, I was like, the heat pad, we're just going to take it as it is because it worked. It worked really well. But these, I wasn't comfortable enough, and not knowing what the fragrance oil was going to do. I was like, we're doing this in small sections so that I can just, I don't have to worry about it. Yes. So there you go. Digital Detox. And just, measuring out the fragrance oil per section. This usage rate is 3.7%. I was a little worried about it. But yet, I think there was a review for this one. Was this one that had, like she said, it was 3.7, but it was still a really good, like she didn't worry about it. I'm hoping I'm correct on this. Yeah. Okay. So for the bottom of this, it is purple, and I believe this is one from Brambleberry. Yeah, Purple Rain. It's a new one I got. I know there was another soaper who was complaining about the Brambleberry labels because they wear off. And they do. They do. You know, your hands are wet or they're covered in soap and you grab the mica bottle or whatever and they do wear off. But I guess I always, since the beginning, I've always put the name on top, and some of them actually have the usage. You know, can you use them for lips? Can you use them for bath bombs? Can you use them for, you know, whatever? I always wrote it down. I don't even know where my list is anymore, but I had the notes or the information. So, I mean, and then I have a sticky on top that says what the name is. So, there's ways around bad labels. I mean, Wholesale Supplies Plus, some of their labels, they're wore off before you get them. So then you're kind of guessing at what the lot number was. Is this a 3 or an 8? No. So the first, yeah, Purple Rain. I actually like this color. I wasn't, like I said, I've never used it before, but I thought it was a really pretty purple, even at the end. I liked it. Yep. So basically, just putting this in. And so for the first part it's going to be set up kind of on its side, an angle. And so I'm going to let it set up there for like, you know, half hour, whatever it is, until I get back to my soaping. And it'll be all set up. Okay. Here's my column. It is a, whoops, it is a circle. Today's column is the circle. No, that goes right kind of in between. I'm hoping in between the like half the purple and half the is titanium dioxide, right? Yes, half the white. So we get we get a third of the fragrance oil, and we get part of the titanium dioxide. No. Yeah, so this was titanium dioxide just for the fact that I just wanted it white. There's no other reason to add titanium dioxide but to make it white. And there's no vanillin whatsoever to discolor the colors, supposedly. That's what they tell me. So this goes in my, there's the, okay, I was like, what did I do? I was like, I didn't think I added the titanium dioxide to the blue first, but no, I did not. And that blue is Azul Blue from Wholesale Supplies Plus. And then we have the titanium dioxide. And what do you think I'm going to do in the middle of this whole thing? Do you want to take a guess? You want to take a guess? Because I'm doing this in layers, and there's one more layer after this blue and white. Da 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 da. We're gonna do a bowl swirl. Like, that was so hard to guess, right? But then I'm just going to do a very fast, just sweep it over, side to side, pour. And if you noticed, it was more like a in the mold swirl, not a thin lines pour where you go right down the side. Kind of a anywhere it fell. But here, once again, look how solid that is. See? And it was at a slant. I was using my mold for slant. So you see the slant that it has? I mean, that's set up, I don't know, half hour. I was, doing, other things. And so it worked to make my soap this way on this day because I wasn't soaping. I think I was cleaning. And so it just worked great. So this top portion is Voodoo. I use a lot of Voodoo. The next time I buy Voodoo, I'm going to buy a big container. But, long story short, it wasn't enough color. So, I do add more to it. Just because I wanted that bright pink color that Voodoo is known for. So this top part, as you can see, will be just a solid pour on top of my cute little slanted pretty blue and white. It's so fun to pour like that because it's so solid. It's just literally like pouring on a solid, it's like pouring into the bottom of the mold, but it's slanted. It was really crazy. And then on all of these, of course, I forgot to accommodate. I did accommodate a little bit with my oils to make a smaller batch, but not enough to accommodate for the whole mold, the column mold, that's in there. And so, yeah, I had a little bit left over. So I decided I was going to let it set up and then sculpt the top. So later on, I came and it's set up really nice. Honestly, as far as acceleration and ricing, no ricing. I didn't feel it accelerated. I really had to wait quite a while between my layers, and even there for that to get nice and thick. It was at least, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, and I mean, that thing was thick. I hit it with the immersion blender how many times, so it's not like it was babied and pampered and anything else. I did play it safe. Well, no, but I was making layers, so I didn't really play it safe with the fragrance oil. Just added it to my layers. I really didn't know what the heck I was going to do with the top of this. And so in the end, I just decided to sculpt it a little bit off to the one side and call it good. I could have done a lot of things with it, but at that point, it was just like I was ready to be done. It did get C-popped and gelled in the oven. And look at this. Isn't this super cute? This is super cute. Those lines are gorgeous. Nice straight lines. And getting to cutting. Yeah, you've noticed I've been changing my setup. So yeah, the setup's going to change a little bit going forward because I totally, as you can see in my intros, revamped my living room, family room, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, it's a thing. It's okay. I guess I'm not showing them to you like I did the other one. Just cutting them through. It's probably boring. Sometimes it's boring. I don't know. I like watching people cut their soaps, but I usually just like to see the cut and then see the soap. I used to watch a lot of soap videos when I first started just because I was so fascinated with all the different types of soap. And I'm still super fascinated with all the types of soap. Like, I've got like a list of just additives to use in soap. Yeah. So my column, like I explained, the column mold was kind of old. Not old. It got hard. It was like, a week or two, starting to set up and do its own thing. And yeah, so I kind of broke them a little bit. Not too bad, but some of them were a little rough on the chop, as you can see. But otherwise, let's talk about the design of this one. Digital Detox. Like, I don't know. I guess I went back to Funky Town in the 70s. But super cute. Like, look at those lines. I mean, except for the column mold that pushed the thick soap batter in, so that line isn't exactly as straight as it could be. But yet, on the other hand, it's still super cute. And that blue and the white and the pink, so cool. Yes. Digital Detox. I think it's awesome. And as far as scent retention on these bars, I'm actually impressed. You get the fruity, the mint, and the eucalyptus, I think, blend. So you get this cooling type of smell. And then, your base notes. But overall, I really do like this scent, and I do like the cuteness of this bar. Here's the picture that Wholesale Supplies Plus has for this fragrance oil. And here are the fragrance notes for this fragrance oil. Here are the bars right after I cut them. And here are these beauties right after they are cured. It's not right after, but they're cured. Anyways, I hope you had a good time. Thank you for dropping by. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.